guys, today I have an update for my Pan Those eyeshadows. If you haven't been watching this project, everybody does this project, so I'm sure you have been. What I am doing though for this project is I am randomly selecting 5 eyeshadows and I'm trying to either hit pan on them or 30 uses, whichever comes first. But if I'm close to hitting pan by the time I hit 30, I'll probably just keep going. Typically that's what I've been doing until I hit pan, because that's my main goal, is to hit pan. We have some progress to share today, but we're just gonna kind of go in order of how everything rolled in, and let's get to it. So the first palette is the Smashbox Double Exposure Palette, and this has been in here for 2 months now, right? Yes, 2 months now. And this is what it's looked like previously. I didn't use this at all last update, but I did find a way to incorporate this on an everyday look for this month. So it's this shade right here, the dark purple. It looks exactly the same. Here's a close-up of what it looks like now. So it doesn't really even look like it's been touched. I did use it 5 times, so I have a total of 5 uses on this one. This one's going to be staying in for a while, but I did start incorporating this on just using it on the outer corner. Let me see, where's the brush I used? This is the brush that I used today, and I just dab a little bit and then just kind of lightly pack it on the outer corner. Nothing crazy because, oh, did you hear that thunder? Nothing crazy because this is a dark shade, and I try to keep my eyeshadow pretty light, just because I usually do natural makeup. But anyway, that's how I've been incorporating this one for its 5 uses, but I'm fine having this out still because I do want to start just playing with these eyeshadow palettes as a whole. So I'm probably not going to be having as much progress in this project as I have in the past. Like, I'm fine with just having 1-2 rollouts. I don't need to try to have everything roll out for an update, which in the past I've kind of just been zoning in and focusing on just those shades. But now I'm trying to make myself venture out and use the palettes as a whole, play around a little bit, and not just zero in. Because, I mean, I like doing that. I like seeing progress. I like hitting pans. But I feel like I'm just neglecting everything. Basically, everything. So I want to start playing with this palette. It's got some really pretty, like, berry tones. And I really want to dip into these shimmers. So that is going to be, it's not going to be any set goals to try to use everything in the palette or anything like that. But while I have these palettes out, I want to use them because basically, at this point, my makeup just consists on using what I'm panning and not so much playing around. So I want to start being able to use the whole palette and not just the one. So enough rambling. We have 5 uses on this one. Next we have from Face Candy. This is the Smoothie palette, and we were working on the shade Acai Dreams. This is what it looked like last time. And here's what it's looking like today. First, we'll talk about this. This is my bonus pan from last time in Pina Colada. As you can tell, last time I did have a pretty good pan in there, and now it's completely used up, all gone. We completely finished an eyeshadow. How crazy. And it only took us like 2 months, 3 months maybe. I think it was just like 2 months. So crazy. I'm so happy with that. And here is Acai Dreams. We were able to hit a really good size pan in there. This is a very soft formula, so that's why it's so quickly. I only had to use this 8 times. I didn't have any progress on this. I didn't use this at all last update, but I used it 8 times this update, and that is where we are at. So this one will be rolling out. I forgot to do a swatch, so let me swatch the Smashbox. I'm not gonna swatch the smoothie palette because that one's rolling out, and ignore the lipstick swatches over here. I should have done the other hand, but it's fine. Okay, so there's the purple. It has like a little sheen to it. These are just like stained, so ignore. Okay, the next palette is the Becca, what is this called? Pearl Glow Shimmering Eye Palette, and we have the shade Exotic Black Pearl. Here's what it's looked like before. And here's where it's at today. This shade right here, I have a little bit of a dip. I've been using this as an eyeliner. Oh, I didn't mention, this one I used as an eyeliner as well. So I was focused more on that one this month, and then I moved over to this one. This one had last update 5 uses, and now we are at 11 uses, so I used it 6 more times this month, and this is now my focus eyeliner shade. But like I mentioned before, I really want to use this palette as a whole. I want to use some of these shimmer colors, and yeah, I'm excited to do that. So on another sidebar, picking like one palette to kind of have as a focus palette to try to hit my goal on. So right now I'm focusing on the next palette that we'll talk about, but I have that one out kind of off to the side up on my desk instead of in my desk. And that's the one that I'm focusing on. I'm still using the other ones basically every day, but that's like my focus and play around with palette, if that makes sense. So then once I'm done with that one, I'll probably pull out this one to be my focus palette and to play around with. That way I'm still getting a little progress on everything I'm panning, but I can use all the shades from that one palette. Instead of having like, I don't know, I need to give myself less like options, because if I can play around with everything that's in my desk, I'll probably never choose the ones that I'm panning. But I still want to focus on the ones I'm panning and then have like one palette I can play around with for a little while and then switch it up. Does that make sense? I think so. It makes sense to me. Okay, moving on. My next eyeshadow comes from the Natasha Denona Mini Lila palette in the shade Linen. This is the one that I have out to be a focus because I think this is the next closest one to hit pan on. Here's what it's looked like last month. And here's what it looks like today. Sorry if you hear rustling in the background. Nugget is playing with a piece of paper. That's what that is. So it is the champagne gold color, and I feel like we're close to having pan. I was gonna kind of put this video off, but I wanted to just film it. I don't think I'll hit pan in like 2 days, which is when this is gonna go up. So I think we should have pan in this one for next time, but this is the one that I have out to play around with and be my focus palette. Nugget, hush. She's so loud. I forgot again to swatch, so here's a really light swatch of that. It's just a black. I don't feel like staining my hand, so just a bad swatch of that one. And then here is the Natasha Denona. So pretty. I like to wear this one just all over my lid. So I think this one, I think I should definitely have pan on this for next time. And like I said, I have, how many uses? 14. 14 uses on that guy. Okay, and my last palette I have here is this Amuse palette. I don't think it has a name. No. I got this from Shop Miss A, so this whole thing was only $1. And I like it. It's decent. So the shade I was working on was shade number 1, and here's what it looked like last time. Here's what it's looking like today. It's this one down here. And you can see I have a little dip going. I've used this 12 times. And I'm primarily using this on the inner corner, or in the inner corner. And there's that one right there. Really pretty color. I think I should be able to have pan on that one for next time as well. So I'm hopefully having pan on these two. I would love to have pan on this one. I'm just not sure if it's there yet. This is a really dense formula, so we'll see. I'll just keep working on it. And then I want to continue using this one and start playing around with it. And this is like the oldest one rolled that it's in this project, so I need to start focusing on this one, but it's just gonna take its time, I think, in here. But that's everything that's still in this project, or that's already in this project. Now the fun part, we get to roll in one new palette or one new shade. It's kind of weird to only have one rollout because I usually have a lot, but it's kind of nice because I don't feel like I'm done playing with these palettes yet. Mostly these two. I'm fine having these two in because I still want to play around with them. But the smoothie palette's going to get put away and we get to roll in something new. Let me get my random number generator pulled up. Okay, pan percentage really quick. Since we did use up completely that matte cream shade from in here, I think it went down a little bit, but I also hit pan in Acai Dreams, and I have some new pans in my Pan That palette. I have two Pan That palettes, and I was able to hit pan in those. So I did have some good pans. We are at now 154 pans out of 2615, which gives us 5.88%. Sorry, Nugget is so distracting to me today. I don't have a pan percentage goal for this year. I am trying to get to 200 pans in my collection. I'm at 154, but I am including shades that I completely use up. So right now I have 4 shades that I've completely used up this year so far, and I'm working on 4 more, right? Actually 5. I'm really close on completely finishing some eyeshadows. So anyway, my contacts are blurry. Let's roll in a new shade. I'm excited. Roll, come on, little guy. 1047. I hope it's something good. Oh, okay. This palette has already been in this project, but I like this palette. Depending on the color, I don't really think I'm going to be able to hit pan on it. This is the NARS Narcissist palette in shade number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shade number 6. I did hit pan on shade number 1, but it was a matte cream, so it was relatively easy. Let me go find this palette and we'll be right back. Okay, here is the palette. It's a big mirror, but this is the NARS Narcissist palette. Okay, what one is it? Oh, okay. So it is the 6th shade. I have pan on this one, which is a big matte cream color. So let me turn it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This like gold color. I don't know. Might be able to hit pan on this. I think it'll take me a while. That's a really pretty color for summer. I think I'm almost done with this one, so that'll be a new pretty lid color. I don't really know how it's gonna go with this in the outer corner, but we'll make it work. Really pretty gold. I'm not sure if I will be able to hit pan on this because these are very dense. There's like no fallout at all when it comes to it. So we'll just kind of see. We'll see. But yeah, 30 uses or hit pan. If I'm close to 30 uses, I'll keep going. But this one I think took me like closer to 40, I think, to hit pan, and that's a matte cream color. So, and I usually fly through those. So I'm thinking this one will be just 30 uses, but it's a really pretty color, so I'm not complaining. That is going to be everything for this update. I hope you guys liked this video, and definitely be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!